Hello and welcome back to another casual night chit chat show. Alright, today what we have? We're going to talk about Steam. That's right, Steam has released some hardware. I think it's 2 days ago. No, yesterday. Yeah, 2 days ago. Definitely on, was it Wednesday? Wait a minute. How long did it release? I thought it's Tuesday. Huh. It could be Wednesday though. Hey there, Brichter. Welcome to the stream. Wow, no, I totally forgotten which day. It's either Tuesday or Wednesday. It's definitely not today, right? That's why we want to talk about it. And of course, tonight is Thursday. It is community tournament night. So, gonna do a little bit housekeeping before we start anything. That's for sure. As usual, because I am busy putting out some not say updates. I'm preparing the game to go live. We'll talk about that later. Basically, I need to put some placeholder stuff into my game, and I need to do a few things. All right. So first thing first, make sure I turn off everything because the game. Yeah, I don't have enough RAM right now, which is painful. Okay. So got this up running. I need to get my game up and running. Make sure I tune into Discord. I did do my social spam, something that not to say I didn't, I need to start doing almost every day. Yeah, some days I've forgotten to do it because there are some news that I want to read, and then I've forgotten about it, and then game dev, and then other stuff, and yeah, it's a whole shebang. And basically, I am not how do I put it this way? I need to be a little bit more not say proactive. Unfortunately, X has become just a daily spam, and even if I cannot keep up with that, yeah, that's bad. That's just bad. Alright. Okay, so let's see. General chat. Da, 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 da. Cool. Okay, sweet. Reply something for a while. Alright, we have that. What else? Oh, yes. Discord. Need to go to Tyranno Studio. And let's see what is or who will be our first opponent, and that is Deadly Diamond. Wow, straight away we are gonna fight with an 8 magnet guy. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Against Deadly Diamond, we have been, Deadly Diamond has been drawing a lot of good 8 cards. Okay, no. We're gonna do it differently this round, alright? We're gonna do it differently. Let's see. Alright, game is started. Yes, that's right. And we straight away start off with a strong hand. I really want to play 3-8. 7-8 is nice, but in this case I lost. Most likely it's like a 6-7, 6-8. Yeah. If I play 6-7-8, I would have crushed it. And because we are playing against Daily Diamond, so the chances of getting an 8 for our opponent is slightly higher than usual, which is slightly annoying. But then again, when Deadly Diamond is chasing cards, yeah, I need to spam the flags. So I will spam a lot of flags if I can. I'm gonna take this, easy peasy. You're gonna fold, yep. Unfortunately, I don't have a power card, so not much of an not say not much of an incentive. There's a zero incentive for me to flex. Although I need to change that a little bit. Maybe I should start flexing without a power card. Maybe. I don't think I have anything. Okay, anyway, let's kickstart the topic for the night, and that is every time I kickstart, then things like this happen. Like I'm gonna fold. I'm gonna preemptive fold because this could be something like 6-3. Okay, got me. Yeah, I was tempting a little bit there. Unfortunately, we are giving Deadly Diamond way too much power. The next hand I cannot flex even if I get a power card. Hey there, Lou. Welcome to the stream. I could not. Chances of Deadly Diamond calling the hand is much higher. However, the problem is also depending on the card that Deadly Diamond would play. Fold? Oh, now things has changed a little bit. Okay. I might need to go more flex heavy after this round. I might need to go more flex heavy. Problem right now is power meter not so bad in general. Okay, there's no point flexing. I don't have a power card. 7? Show me a 7-8. Yeah. And that's the reason why I choose to just call it out, because there's no I mean, yeah, no, I already decided. Against Daily Diamond, you have to defeat the 8 at the back. That's the problem. Next hand, dang it. I could not. I should be flexing in general. I would play. No point playing 7-4 anyway. Or 7-5. 6. Yeah, let's go for it. I'm gonna fold. 7-8, 7-7, 7-8. There we go. That's the reason why I didn't go for it too much. There's too many. Daily Diamond has too much 8. It's either has too much 8s or too little 8s. That's it. That's it. GG. And the game is still broken. I will keep on complaining about the game when it's broken. When it's broken. GG. GG. Alright, that's it. That's it. Today we're gonna play. Okay, so the start of the game tells me what I need to know. I'm gonna go very, very aggressive and very, very high risk. Yeah, we will flex whenever we can. Not say whenever we can flex, but I will flex whenever I can flex, and I will call whenever I feel. Even though there's a little bit like maybe not, call it out. We're gonna play that. Let's see how far we can go. Can we win the game with this aggressive state? What do you call this? Aggressive play. It's gonna be hard though. It's gonna be hard. So anyway, with that, looks like we have some downtime. I don't have any code, so I'm gonna chill for 5 minutes, and we're gonna kick off with today's topic, or rather, the hot topic in the gaming scene. That's right. There is I would say, a very interesting thing that has dropped, and I think this is one of those big, not say big news, but one of those important things that we should be talking about, and that is Steam hardware. First thing first, I'm going to open up with a very simple thing. All right, Steam has been in the scene for quite some time. But recently, not recently, as the years, they have been trying to come up with their own hardware from time to time. And so far, in general, up until before the Steam Deck, I would say Steam or Valve, right? Valve has been failing quite a lot, failing in terms financially, right? Not concept-wise, not how do I put it this way? Innovation technically is not really innovative. You know what? I'm gonna put a little bit of innovation, but mainly in terms of financial. Most of the stuff come out from Valve or Steam is usually I would call it a working prototype. No, a proof of concept. A proof of concept for the consumer. And that is a key thing. So before we move that, let's see what Valve has put on, right? So we have obviously the Steam Deck, which is one of, in fact, I would say the most successful push. And I'm not so sure about financially. We need to figure out whether if Steam Deck is financially net positive for the company, for Steam. I would say yes for now, because everyone that I know of wants a Steam Deck. And guess what? Before the handheld gaming piece, not say PC, before gaming handheld, obviously we have like Game Boy, Game Gear, PSP, PS Vita, to some degree Wii U, and there are many, many more handhelds out there. But we don't have a tried and true PC handheld. Okay, and until not say recently, but few years ago as well, there is another company that starts pushing, I would say, handheld PC or hand. Can I use the word handheld console? Handheld PC. Yeah. So for that, basically Steam just I would say the moment Steam Deck came in, everyone started to pay attention to the handheld gaming market. Predominantly PC handheld. There's only a handful of PC handheld. And oh boy, it did really make a splash because I think Steam Deck is the first Linux-based PC handheld. Because previously we did have some other smaller PC handheld, but most of them are running on Windows. Let me do a quick little check. Unfortunately, I am currently on community stream night, so you won't be not say you won't be seeing articles. I want to show the articles, and you know what? I should be right. I should be. Let me get this code out so it's easier for me to. No, it's gonna be tough because I'm gonna switch screen and I'm not gonna pay attention to. But for now, I'm just gonna let it be for now. Okay. I want to grab up some PC gamer. That's one of the best. If you want to go for gaming hardware, go to like that's the general news I go. Obviously, IGN is also one of them as well. Engadget is also one of it's actually also my go-to. Yeah, and we have 3 new hardwares after the Steam Deck, which is cool. We don't have a new Steam Deck 2, which is fine for the moment. For now, okay, but I want to see something cool down the line later. I'm definitely waiting for Steam Deck 2. I'm gonna tell you this, okay? Most of the Steam hardware previously, it didn't spark confidence. Let's see what other old Steam or Valve, right? Via Valve hardware. Okay. Let's see what they have by doing a quick little Google search. We don't care about the Steam. Everything is showing the new one. Okay, all products. So we have the Valve Index controller. So we have a controller. We have the Vive, which is the HTC Vive, basically their VR headset. And then they change it to Index headset. And we have Index base station. So in general, I would say Steam is not. This is not their first rodeo. Okay, I just want to put it this way. It's not their first rodeo in the hardware section. There are some positive hardware, like their Steam controller was actually quite positive. And I'm talking about the old one, their first Steam controller. It was cool. It was a very good concept. You don't have thumbsticks. Instead, you have like a thumb track pad thingy, which is interesting. And that is cool. That is cool for sure. So that's one, and of course, we have HTC. I don't say HTC Vive, but that is technically not under Steam. But you know what? I'm gonna call it under Steam as well. However, that got defeated by, in general, right? The Meta Quest 1, 2, and 3, respectively. Oh, I just realized the Steam controller has a thumbstick. One thumbstick. Not two, not the general two, but it replaced. I mean, in general, you're not using the thumbstick. Most of the time, you're using the thumbstick trackpad. Yeah. Okay. Cool. My mistake. I need to clear that up. Okay. So after that, then of course Steam Deck. Steam Deck is the one that they literally just make it a staple, and that is good because I believe. Let's see. The HTC Vive requires a PC, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, no. Steam Deck is their first. It's their official first, not to say in-house hardware, but everything run natively Steam using Linux, using Proton. And no, that's a huge deal, right? That's a really, really huge deal. And I'm a day one Steam Deck holder. Whenever they can ship to Canada, yeah, I'm on the boat. So that is that. Okay. So looks like we are not getting any. I'm not getting any opponents for the night. I'm a little sad. I'm a little sad. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So that is one. And then let's see. Okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna whine too much about that. When there's a no-show, I technically win, air quote, but I come on. Okay. So Steam Deck is their first, I would say, relaunch of the whole entire thing. That's where they have their proper brand, right? The Steam brand on the hardware. So Steam Deck is their first. Now they're gonna follow up next year, 2026, with I would say a revamp, a rebuild, revamp, refresh. No, revamped, because it's not a refresh. It's a revamped Steam controller, and oh boy, I'm looking forward to the controller. Downside is I am scared about the price tag. If it's 99 US dollars, all right, I'm gonna put US dollars first because Canadian dollars, there are some, tariffs. No, not tariffs. The tariffs also kind of make a big impact on the price tag, which is a bit painful. But I'm gonna use US dollar as a benchmark, if I can. No, whenever I can, because if I use Canadian dollars, you might get a little I don't want you to keep converting, right? And US dollar is the easiest to as a benchmark. So if I can get $99 for the Steam controller, easy buy. Easy buy. It is on the high side, but easy buy for me. But it feels like 100 and I'm gonna say it should not go above $149. Because that would be way too much. That would be under the, okay, I know it under almost the Xbox Elite controller, but those I don't really care. I don't own an Xbox. I want to, but I decided not to thanks to the Steam Deck. Truth to be told, thanks to the Steam Deck. And that's that. All right. Next up, we have the Steam Frame. Now, this one I am highly interested, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Steam Frame. Out of all the three hardwares, or rather two hardwares and one peripheral, I'm looking at Steam Frame much more than the Steam Machine. The Steam Machine is basically a air quote a desktop version of the Steam Deck. And no, it is not huge. It is a cube. It is still small. If it's the size of a GameCube, that's an instant win for anyone. The next question would be the price tag, right? And if the price, okay, so this is the part where we want to talk about like price tag, how much would it cost, how much, not say how much should it cost, how much would I expect it to cost? That's the most important thing. And that is, yeah, that is a key thing. So we have that. So Steam controller, I kind of put it under the $99 price point, but I'm gonna say 99 to 149. 149 is really the highest that I can accept. Higher than that, it's gonna be rough. Okay, I'm gonna say straight up, higher than that is it's gonna be rough. Okay, next up we have the Steam Frame. Okay, so Steam Frame should be, it's a VR headset for those who tune in a bit later, but I just want to repeat. The Steam headset should be a direct competitor to the MetaQuest. I almost forgot. I got tongue twisted a little bit because I got a code for my next match. Yay! All right, join me. Okay, so the Steam. All right, so the Steam Frame should be a direct competitor in terms of price point. And before we go to that part, I'm gonna put a little pin. We're gonna play a game. And we are going up against Nemo. I would play an 8-3, 8, no, 3-8. 3-1 would have been nice as well, but you know what? I don't think I can run away. I don't think I can run as much as I would like to. So that is the 8. That seems like a misplay to me. I'm gonna call you up. This seems like a misplay, okay? Let's look at the counter. If the counter goes to 0 and there's no play, that means it's a, oh yeah, there we go, it's a fold. Yeah, it's not gonna be a call. So I'm gonna do a quick little chat to Nemo. I'm gonna type lagging. Okay, Not so sure about that play. Okay, I'm gonna do a 4-1. There is technically no incentive for me to do so, but that is instantly selected. I'm gonna do a fold. There is not saying there's no point pushing this hand. There is a point pushing this hand because if it plays a flex, yeah, no, no flex. That's the reason why. All right, the general term is usually there's no flex. That's all. That is all. Yeah. Okay. Usually I play it. This hand is easy. We're gonna play a 7-8. Although I would like to play a 7-8. I would like to play a 5-8 in this hand and then keep the 7. But we are kind of early in the game, so we can push. And in this case, it's a good choice. 6-8 versus 7-8. Easy. Easy. That's the reason why I played the 7-8. Usually is to catch. And most of the time, actually not most of the time, actually, it is most of the time. People will actually be a little bit afraid. I'm gonna play a 5-3. If this is Nemo, right? If Nemo plays lower than a 5, I would shoot. Alright, shoot. I know it's a dangerous, yeah, there we go. Lower than a 5, I would shoot. If it's higher than a 5, I would reconsider just a little bit. Alright, it is a very, and especially a 4-4, because if Nemo plays like 4-7, 4-6, okay, 4-6 might be a little bit tough to call my hand, like the confidence, but in general, 4-8, 4-7, yeah, easy, easy. I would play a 4-5. We're gonna ride it out to, oh, I want to call this hand up. I want to call this hand up. GG. Yeah, there we go. That's the reason why I wanted to play a flex. Like, no, you should not play a flex. Yeah, okay, cool. So it is confirmed. Match hand one for Nemo was a I wouldn't say a failed play, but was a failed play because distracted. That is the reason. Yeah, because it doesn't feel like a natural call or a natural rope. Yep, it feels a little bit different, just a little bit different. Yeah, or out of place in my opinion. Okay, and straight away we got our next match, which is cool. And our next match is against Lou. Nashville Lou. And this is gonna be a super interesting game. Yeah. So far I've not match up with Richter, so that's a good thing. Yep. Okay, so alright, so Lou, we're gonna pause the stream and then I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna host. Yeah. I'm gonna host this. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's move it. So I'm gonna wait for that. And I'm not okay. So while waiting for no, he's gonna be fast. Lou is probably gonna pop in about within 2 to 3 minutes. So that's that. Okay, let's see. Results. Nope. I need to go to the bracket. Oh, great. Oh no, I lost the link for the bracket. All right, we're gonna open up with a 5-8. Let's see how far we. Oh no, that's probably a 6-7 with a 1 check. Call me out will be a 6-8. 6-6. Nice. Nice. That's a good call. That's a 1-point challenge from Lou. Well, to me, yeah, it is a 1-point deficit challenge for me. So I have to pick up a lot of slack in order to win that hand. Or no, not say pick up a lot of slack. Lots of points I need to get over. Yeah, 6-6. Wow, 6-7 would be the one that I kind of predict in a way. This one's easy. I played a regular hand. Lou played a 3, so there's no point. Oh, call. All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. There are a few. You know what? I think I can figure out why Lou calls that hand. which I would also have a tendency that I would like to call that hand. Would like, okay. I would like to do a 4-3 flex, okay, or a 6-3, but I think 4-6 should be the play. 5, okay, yeah, easy, 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 easy. Unfortunately, I did not play a 3, so that's a pickup for me, but 3 damage. The next hand, okay, the next hand has to be... Alright, so I predicted the previous hand to be flex, so the next hand could be a flex. Based on my prev. Okay, you know what? I'll play a 3-3. Okay, we're gonna play a 3-3 gambit. I'm gonna play a 3-3 gambit. As much as I don't want to, a 3-3 gambit to a 1-bet. 2. Oh, that is the gambit. I'm gonna call. Oh. Yes! Yes, that's a good hit. That's a good hit. Yeah, I thought I fold, right? I thought I fold. That's the reason I played a 3-3. Yeah, I want to do the other opposite side. And then when I saw the 2, it's like, okay, no, it's too juicy. It's too juicy. Okay, I'm gonna play a 5-6, strongest hand that I can play. Let's see if I can get it done with this hand. I have a feeling I might not be able to. I'm gonna not risk it too much. Oh, got me there. I actually felt that. I felt that, but I want to, because we have the lethal. So Jobber, Lu basically would try. That's the reason I play the strongest possible hand. Okay, you know what? This is a fold, automatic fold for me. There is no reason to. There is no reason, even though we have. I'm expecting flex, but there is no reason to go up with that. Literally no reason. We have a 7. That's the main reason. So if we can get a 7, then I'll punch in the next round. If we don't have a 7, oh. No, we still continue. We still continue. We still continue. Yup. Very high chance of flexing. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fold. There we go, triple flex. Not say spotted a mile away, but it after the second flex, or rather the first flex, it feels like it. But I want to see how many folds can I go, or how many discard can I go in order to hit the hand. Unfortunately, triple flex is a painful thing, especially triple flex to a loss. GG. Yeah, so the previous hand was yeah, like I said, I could have closed the previous hand. If not, the how do I put it this way? GG. Where was? Yeah, no. In general, I'm not supposed to do that. Alright, because I'm chasing cards. When I'm chasing cards, that's what my opponent would do, and that is what you should be avoiding as well. And guess what? I'm gonna play against Brick. Oh no, it's gonna be a sweaty game. But like I say, today's gonna play high risk, high reward. But we're gonna change a little bit. All right, we're gonna put one more extra rule or an opportunity. We will counter flex. We will actively counter flex. That's right. We will actively do so. And that's the key thing, right? Whenever we feel there is a possible flex, we will call out. If we got flexed, we will counter straight away. All right. And Brickta is on the stream, so probably hear all my strategy. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Let's see how our first hand is. The first hand would be, not to say the deciding factor, but the first hand would tell me a few things like this. 6-8. I want to do a 7-8, but 6-8. Let's do a 6-8. 6-8 to a 1. If Brickta starts folding, we are gonna fight with a turtle strategy in general. Okay, so first hand is a fold. Technically, you can't really call much on the first hand, okay? Truth to be told. Now, the second hand, it's gonna be a saucy hand. 7-8. I want to play 4-8 to be honest. I really want to play a 4-8. I'm gonna play 7-8 again. Yeah, this round I played 7-8. Previously I played 6-8. And this tells me another thing. Am I gonna start off strong and then lose out steam towards the end? Ooh. I did say, right, we're gonna go up against a turtle not say strategy, but a more turtle gameplay. Unfortunately, right now it's round 2, so every extra round that it goes, I would lose the flex opportunity, which is painful. And this time we're gonna play a flex. We're gonna see if I can get this hand out, because Victor will be gonna push it in because that's a 3. I played a 4. That's the only reason why I push in. And let's see if we can get away. No, that's a strong. Oh, 4-7. Partially, I have a soft counter over there. Partially. Yeah. Would Richter expect a flex on that hand? Actually, there is some. But then again, like I said, it's a very odd thing. Every time I decided, see, the thing is when I decided to flex, Richter would try to call me out. That's why I say, all right, so this breaks it. Good. One softies over there. Okay, now can we continue the hand? I would say the answer should be a yes. We should continue the flex pressure unless we go up against a stronger hand. Unfortunately, if Victor plays like a 6, or actually 5 and above also, it's a bit hard for me to go. Yeah, okay. 5 and above, we have to fold. 4, punch in. 4, punch in. I did say, right, 5 and above, we might need to fold. And then, because I have an answer, technically, oh my goodness, 4-8, 4-8 would have equalized the playing field. Would have equalized. I think that's the reason why Victor would easily call me out, because it's a 4. 8. If it's a 3, then that's a whole different ordeal. Yeah. Unfortunately, that hand is a bit pain. You know what? I want to get Urge Flex out. I want to. I want to. 8-8 is just not worth playing. I'm gonna say straight up. 8-8 is just not worth playing. Unfortunately, Victor would call this hand out. That's the reason why I say, not say 8-8 is not worth playing, but I want to do a flex. I want to. I did say. Oh wow, 7-8, 8-8. All out here. GG. GG. And to top it off, like I said, a bit more turtley. Yeah. Hand 1 fold, hand 2 fold, and then the rest just build up the hand. That's it. That's it. Simple, easy, straightforward. If I play 8-8, see, now we do not know the answer, right? What if I play the 8-8? What if I played the 8-8? Would Victor have called that hand? Because there are 2 hands I literally have the answer. I decided to play a bit more aggressive. 4-8, I could have played 8-8, I could have played. That's that. And those 2 hands Victor called. That is an interesting thing. The other hand, not so. The not so great 6-4. Yeah. Anyway, GG. I did say I want to go a bit more aggressive. And in this case, unfortunately, start. Oh no, I did not start off strong. I actually have can. It's okay. It's okay. I've decided. Yeah. All right. Cool. Do we have any more? I don't think we have any more matches. It is halftime show. I mean, it is halftime already. So usually, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. In general, I usually play about 4 rounds, 5. If I don't go to the, if it's not the full game. And unfortunately, today we have some no show as well. So yeah. So that's that, and I'll just leave it at there. All right. So let's move on to the halftime show, and we want to continue the Steam hardware discussion. Not say discussion, but a little bit of discussion. And let's see, where did I left off? Steam Frame. So basically their VR headset. And I'm going to take a quick little peek on how much a Meta Quest 3 cost, not the 3S. 3S is cheaper from what I've understand. So MetaQuest USD price. I have to use USD price tag. Unfortunately, it auto converts me to Canadian dollars, which is a bit painful. All right, MetaQuest 3 is about $500. Okay, cool. What about? Okay, I think that's about it, right? Using MetaQuest. So MetaQuest is about 500. The next question I need to ask is, because I don't know if MetaQuest requires a PC. Does MetaQuest need a PC? Because if it needs a PC, then straight up it's that's the competition. I mean, not say competition. That's the drawback. And no, MetaQuest does not need a PC to work. It is a standalone device that you can play games. Okay, cool. So with that price tag for the Steam frame, I'm gonna call out it should not go above $750. I want to say $700, but I think $750 because the Steam frame might pack a little bit more punch. Because if we look at the Steam Deck, right? How much is Steam Deck is about? Unfortunately, I cannot change the price right now. Steam Deck. Let's see. Steam Deck US. I only know USD price tag. Uh, Steam Deck USD price, because usually it will straight away tell me Canadian price tag, which is a bit painful. Okay, so Steam Deck 1 TB OLED, it's $634.99. So that is the ceiling that we have right now, which is 650. Let's round it up. So yeah, 649. 649. So with that, that's the reason why I say the VR headset should not go higher than $750 in general. Yeah. There are a few factors why the Steam frame might be a little bit more expensive. Okay. Obviously, one of the thing is that it's not just a VR headset. You get VR headset, 2 controllers. If we take all the hardware out, most likely, hopefully, they pack a little bit more oomph to the headset. If the headset is up, I would say if it functions or it has the same hardware as the Steam Deck, then it should not go above, I would say, $600 straight up. All right. 699. Yeah, no, actually, I did want to say right, 699. But I'm gonna give them right $750 max. That is the high end, and that is not the low end, okay? Because right now we are looking at a high-end Steam Deck OLED, which is the 1 TB version. And for the Steam frame, that's the reason why I go 750 for the maxed out version. And I do hope it's cheaper than that, okay? I hope we get a $599 or $499, same price with the MetaQuest, because that would be a direct competitor and that would be the best. That's for the Steam frame. I am hoping that it is only $599 like maxed out stats, maxed out hardware. $599. That's all I want. That's my, what do you call this? Hopeful, wishful thinking that we price that much. So that's it. And last but not least, the Steam machine. All right, so let's bring up the, yeah. So now because it's after halftime show, I can start showing. No, not say show. I don't need to pay too much attention to Discord. Yep. Not say unfortunately, fortunately, right? Because we need to do this part. Okay, come on, Steam. Okay, there we go. Okay. So we're gonna start off with the Steam controller. Awesome stuff. Okay, so like I said, it should not go above $99. I would say straight up, it should not go above $99. Unfortunately, that also might be not say a small problem, might be a, actually no, there's no reason to go above $99, I would say. There is no reason to. The problem is the Steam Dock is $89. That's the reason why. But if I look at every other controllers out there, it is roughly around the $99 price point. And if you go above the $99 price point, not many people would like to buy. That's one thing. Another reason is maybe for fans like me, I will buy. Okay, I not to say I don't have a limit, but I have a limit. As I have a limit. Okay, but I want to say is some of these devices I want to try out. I want to own it, so I don't mind paying a little bit of premium. That is the only reason, because I'm a fan and I want to own one. And I did not manage to get the old or their first Steam controller because it wasn't available for me to purchase. It's literally say it is not available in your region, which is painful. Another Steam Deck that I've missed out or I decided not to pick up is the white edition, and that is painful because I've decided to save up and buy other stuff. I kind of regret, right? I kind of regret not owning the white version. Ugh. Right. So that is that for the Steam controller. Very nice. I would say this is exactly the same layout in general as the Steam Deck. Of course, in controller size. Okay, the question is, I don't care about the trackpad, but what I care is actually the back, what do you call this? Trigger. The thumb triggers? No, not thumb triggers. The back triggers, which is very, very, very useful. Although having a trackpad here is also very useful as well, especially for those who wants to play a little bit more mouse-based game, which is very, very nice. And of course, it works natively on the Steam Deck, so it's like a natural buy for me. Yeah. And also you can connect to the Steam machine and the Steam frame, so it's like an all-in-one controller. For me, no brainer, straight up. Okay, so that's that. Now we're gonna move on to the Steam frame. And this guy is interesting. Okay, if we can manage to get some stats on it, it will be nice, but I don't think we might be able to see some hardware stats. So VR, non-VR gaming, which is cool. It looks like a Meta 3 Quest headset, which is not a deal, not saying not a deal, because like, unfortunately, that's it. I would like to have a support for your top head. Right now it's just the side. Yeah, I would like to have a support on the top, but on the top as well, it might be very, how put it this way, troublesome, uncomfortable, highly dependent, okay? Yeah. So it's a very ski goggle mask style, and I saw some of the videos you actually can remove the front part of the device, of the VR headset, without removing the strap. Not to say it's a big deal, but it is a big deal when you want to replace just the VR device. That's it. Next up, this is the one I am actually keen on to look at, introducing I cannot pronounce correctly. Basically, it will increase pixelation according to your eye tracking. No, using your eye tracking, it would boost up certain field of view, pixels in your field of view. Yeah, that's very, very interesting. That's for sure. Next, and that's one. Who wants pancake? So, oh, this is interesting. I want to see. I want to see this. Oh no! Come on, give me. Great. Okay, I'm not gonna go too much. Yeah. Then we got VR joystick, which is normal. Cool. Support standalone play too. Great. Do we have a developer kit? You know what? There is one small little thing that I want to do is, can I make a game, a VR game? Using can I make a VR game? All right, that's question number one. Question number two, it also very highly dependent, is that can I make a VR game that has a, not say blockchain built into it, but it uses blockchain to gather assets. That's also another thing, right? Basically, it uses a third-party account, aka a blockchain account, to validate the assets that you have and then put it into the game, something like that. Yeah, but not so sure if Steam likes that idea. I think Steam has been blocking a lot of Web3 games for only one reason. From what I can say, from what I have been hearing, and from how developers are changing their game, is that they just don't want blockchain. That's it. Right? That's it. You can have all the insider news like, oh, you know what? Because of certain things. Very simple, right? If there's no blockchain, there won't be any scammers coming in. There won't be any bad behavior coming into the ecosystem. Simple as that. All right, that's it. That's it. And of course, having blockchain also puts certain behavior into the spotlight, and that is something Steam just doesn't want to handle it, because it's a huge, I'm gonna say straight up, having a blockchain technology in your game, especially now, after all the rug pull and whatnot, I think it do more harm than good. That's the problem. Because of past behavior, more harm than good has been done in the gaming scene. So yeah, might as well just, instead of doing PR for every small little problem, just do a blanket and say, you know what, we don't want this. Painful, yes, but I think that's the reason. All right, so that's that. Do we have any stats? Cool. Don't care about that. All right, we got some specs for the headset. 4nm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Not too bothered, because these processors will always upgrade in the long run. What we care is the RAM, 16 GB. Okay, that's probably the same as Steam Deck. There we go. 256 and 1. Wow. Okay, I know the 1 TB would probably hit the 600. You know what, I'm gonna call it $599, easy buy. Yeah, actually I want it to be less than $600. In fact, $499 would be the best price point, right? $499, $500, best price tag ever. Okay, I'm gonna hope for a $500 headset, but I have a feeling it might be around 600 plus 700. All right, so let's see if I can call this out. Yeah, I'll revisit to this stream when the price is out. Next up, not bothered. Okay, so we have an LCD, nice, 72 to 144 refresh rate, cool. Okay, 144 is experimental. Custom pancake lenses, all right, nice. Target range, okay, this one I'm not so sure what's the deal with it, or how good is good, how bad is bad, I don't know. But what I know is we have a inside out camera based tracking, which is very, not say staple, but it is a staple thing to have for VR headset, so that's nice. We have 4 outward facing and 2 interior for eye tracking. Perfect. That is nice. Monochrome pass through via outward facing cameras, which means I only can see black and white outside. There are a few reasons for that. I can understand that. Would I be... Oh, you know what? I'm not going to talk too much until I get it. Okay, cool. Not bothered. Wi-Fi, cool. Blue. Okay, no, this is important. Wi-Fi 7. Wireless adapter, no. Wi-Fi 6E, nice. Bluetooth 5.3, cool. Speakers, not bothered. Okay, Steam OS 3, KDE Plus. Yeah, alright, cool. The rest is not really, not saying that important, but it's just it's generic, right? Okay, so that is that for the Steam frame. And last but not least, we're gonna talk about the Steam machine. This is I won't say a day one buy for me. This is mostly actually, you know what? It might be a day one buy for me. What am I talking about? Because I need a dedicated machine just to run the stream. So yeah, it's time for me to grab a new hardware, and I think this is the best time. Grab this Steam machine and use it as my OBS what do you call this, machine whenever I want to stream. Yes, and then the rest I just plug it. So now I can start optimizing a little bit on my stream if I were to continue to stream for next year. And I'm gonna say there is a very high chance that I will still continue, but I am also certain right now at a 99% that content will change. There are some contents I need to change. No choice. Yep. it's not say sink or swim. I need to adapt, and I think that's the only way I can do so, which is not say painful, but it is painful. So I need to change some content for the next year. Yup. Not say I finalized most of them, but some of them I finalized already. Like most likely I'm gonna execute. Yup. Which is at the 99 percentile. That's only 1%, and that is the cold feet reasoning, which is something. Okay, but anyway, that also based on the post-mortem that we're gonna have at the end of the year, the whole entire month of December. Hopefully I can finish my game by end of November, so that whole December we can start like not say reshuffling what works, what does not work, and then we can continue from there. And of course, time might change. Right now I try my best not to change the stream time, but there is a few like small little decision that I need to make, right? Just a quick little heads up or tease or insider news, I would call it. Okay, so Steam Machine, form factor, cool 6-inch. Yeah, the reason why I want to get this is because I am also planning to get a Mac Mini, but the reason why I want to get Mac Mini is actually to replace a certain workflow, and then I leave my main machine for just game dev, and I do all my side stuff like streaming and whatnot. But then Mac doesn't really have, not say have too much stuff, but it's a Mac. Okay, I want Windows. I want Windows, but do I need Windows? No, I want Windows. Yeah, I want to use Mac. I want to try out with their Mac Mini, and Mac Mini is small, so that's also another thing. Unfortunately, because it's a different OS, so I decided, you know what, just keep it there for a while. And then comes the Steam Machine. The Steam Machine is Linux, so is it much different as well? The answer is also a yes, but for me, I think the Steam Machine is a much more better choice. I'll explain a little bit more about what I want to do next year and how I want to execute it. That's all. It's either between the Steam Machine and the Mac Mini, and that's where the price tag comes in, right? The price tag is a very important thing. So it is PC, cool. All right, everything is there. What we want to do is we want to check the stats, or rather the specs. CPU is a semi-custom AMD Zen 4, right, up to 4.8 gigahertz. This is actually not really a big deal, because the moment you see the power draw, that is where that's where you can know whether your CPU is a beefy CPU in general. So this is a 30 watt TDP CPU, which means it's more towards the laptop slash energy saving type of processor, which means yes, it still can do some heavy work, but it can only do so much. If I want to do more heavy work like rendering and whatnot, and one of the key things I want to pick up a Mac is I want to see how good a Mac Mini can do in 3D rendering. However, a lot of benchmark says otherwise, and I'm a sucker for some of those stuff. Basically, I want to test it out. But Steam, you know what? I think I should go to Linux or Linux, right? So that's that CPU, GPU, it's a custom as well. Sadly, the RAM is not, I wouldn't say it's not the worst, but this is kind of a stable setup for general consumption. And looking at the RAM and the memory RAM, and the graphics RAM, I can safely say the Steam Machine should not. Okay, this is a very I want to be not as accurate as I can, but I want to be. I want this mini PC to be good, but looking at the RAM, the processor, we have two variants as well, 512 and 2TB. 2TB might hit above $1,000. Yep, but I'm hoping it's literally $999, because that is almost the same spec as the Xbox ROG Ally X, and that is one handheld that I want to get as well. It is a Windows machine, so yeah, it should be 999 for the 2 TB variant. If it's below 999, easy pickup for the 2 TB. If it's above 999 for the 2 TB variant, I will be a little bit sad. That's it, a little bit sad, because there's also another thing that we don't have on the IO side. All right, before we go there, we have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. Okay, cool. Display port 1.4, staple, HDMI 2.0. That's staple. It is down here. We only have two USB 3.0, no, yeah, it's just 3.0. I want USB 4. I need the Thunderbolt. If I want to do rendering and whatnot, I need a Thunderbolt port. So that's the reason why this machine or this hardware should not go above, I would say, the 999 price point. Yeah, there's a lot of things as well. So hopefully that I won't go above the 999 price point. Plus, it's running on Steam OS. It's running on Linux, so you technically don't really need to put money on the OS itself. So you're actually saving quite a lot. And the closest thing to the Steam machine, guess what? It is the framework desktop. Yeah, I'm not going to go too much on the framework desktop because the framework desktop is really a more of a workhorse. So the specs on the framework is definitely much better. Okay, definitely much better. So this is the framework desktop. It is also small, banana for scale. Come on. Where are you, banana for scale? There we go. Yes, nice. All right, so we go straight to specs. Not to go too much. This is $1,579. Oof. Oof. Although this is using AMD Ryzen AI, which is much better than what we have on the Steam machine. So that's that. This is an 8-core 16-thread, which is nice. Okay, don't care about that. APU, don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Power supply, don't care about that. Linux, storage option. All right, so we have plenty of options over here. Memory option. So this one is either you get 32, 64, 128 GB, and this is soldered. So obviously this is a much better machine because you're already getting double for the RAM. That's crazy, right? Don't care about this, don't care about this. Mini ITX, don't care about that, don't care about that. HDMI 2.1, display port 2.1, USB 4, one of the key thing that I want. Yeah, that's it. So the problem as well is by looking at this product, we are seeing a 1,507. This is in Canadian dollars. Let me change to US dollars. That's the reason why I want to put it on US dollar rather than Canadian dollars, because it was mess up all my what do you call this, all my reasoning to a price point. So 1099 US dollars, and this is running on the AMD Ryzen AI Max. That means, I'm not saying that means it's better, it is better in general. Okay, so if we go to the Steam machine and we go all the way up, this is just AMD Zen 4. Big difference. 6-core 12 threads. This is an 8-core 16 threads. So if this machine is 1099, the Steam machine should not go above 999, in my opinion. Okay, that's it. That's the reason why. That's how I base the Steam machine. And I think the Steam machine, ooh, you know what? 999. 999 should be the max. Even though if I want to pay a premium, 999 should be the max. Okay, I think that's it for tonight. Unfortunately, a lot of talk on the Steam machine. This is a special, I would say, a hardware talk for my stream. And it is important because I am actually eyeing on the Steam machine to be used as a streaming machine. One of my stupid plan that I am planning to do is I am planning to try to make my, I'm not saying to make my game, but I'm trying to attempt, I'm gonna call it, right, attempt to run a a stream. No, basically I'm gonna run my stream longer, probably on the weekend, something like that, like at least 8 hours worth of stream. But that is by not say by playing. I'm gonna run a game for 8 hours, and then you guys can chat and play the game. That is one of my plan that I want to do next year. And because I have a dedicated stream machine or a stream box, I think it makes things a little bit more easier in general as well. But anyway, that's next year's plan, because the Steam machine it's only out 2026, so everything else is a next year thing. I'm not gonna plan too much on it. Okay, so that's the end of the stream. Now, before I go, I need to do a few small little thing, and that is we're gonna do some, not say game dev. I did put in some hours for the game dev, basically off stream hours for the game dev, and I think I have some stuff up and running already. I just want to go through for a full playthrough. Just for a quick thing, I need to make sure all the sounds are in, and that's it. Yeah, because the only thing left is sound, and I promised myself to get at least all of the placeholder sound in. Yeah, if not, because I want to push the game to itch.io by end of the week this week, and I want to see how many things I have left to what you call this, on my list. So this is gonna be a logistic check in general, and let's begin. Most likely you can't see much of the stuff over here because it is not. Okay, let's see. Game manager. I need to game manager. I need my audio. Okay, check. Audio is in. Nice. I need another one. Audio is in. Yes. Okay, now I need to assign all my placeholder audio. I'm gonna turn on my speaker so you guys may hear it or may not, but more important is for me to do a double check. Or rather not double check, just a check. Okay, let's go. Okay, yes, yes, no. Okay, that part doesn't have sound. Yes, yes, have sound, have sound. All right, cool. That part is 100% done. Okay, yes, we have sound on this. And going to the farm. Okay, no sound. Okay, I did not assign sound here, but okay, I did not assign any sound over there, which is bad. Okay, good. Okay, so we also need to fix a few things, and one of the things I need to fix is if I build, I will reset a buff. So we want to figure out what's happening there. So I'm going to spend some time to debug, and we're going to do it live. Okay, so that is one key thing. We want to go upgrade game manager, avatar live game manager. Sweet. Okay, where is my? There we go. No, clickable items. So it's all under here, and that goes to. So when we click, all right, house component. Okay, there we go. Click item. Yeah. So when we click, we get a temporary buff, and that temporary, yeah, we don't use the permanent buff anymore. So that means our save avatar data should be true. Okay, that's the key thing I need to check. So let's check it out. Let's check it out. Okay. Yeah, I'm a bit silent because I need to find out where I put the stuff. Oh boy. Where is it? Okay, save file. There we go. Save file. Yeah, I want to turn on all my debugging tool as much as I can before I debug. So that's where we can see. Okay, according to this, if I press U, I got my buff. If I click this guy, automatically it remove. I see, I see. Okay. Okay. And then when I click again, avatar buff. All right. So the problem is when I click one of these building blocks, it will automatically clear my save data. And that's a bad thing. So we finally started to focus down some of the problem. And this is going to be a big headache. Hopefully I can solve this faster. I'm going to put myself 15 minutes starting now. All right, so I need to grab the building script. Okay, where are you, building script? Okay, there we go. Not bothered, not bothered, not bothered. Direct build, building data. Get component. All right, buff check. All right, cool. So building manager. Now we have to load up our building manager. Where are you, building manager? Build UI, building manager. Okay, so we got our building manager. Scroll, 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 scroll. All right, direct build. So because this is our main thing, right? Building build data, show buildings, direct build, save building data. There we go. There we go. Now we go back to the Avatar Live Game Manager. Then we go straight down. What did I do over here? Save building data. Okay. Save building data. So what do we have? Create save, spots count, save spots clear. Okay, interesting. Have building. Okay. All right. So we did all our save over here. But there is one curious question. Save spots clear. Okay, now I need to open up the save game data. Because that's the only thing left. Like, why did it get auto cleared? Okay. Single player save data. Single player save data. There we go. Status, mood, avatar buff. So we need to keep this guy. Okay. Avatar buff if it's true. So, but why? Save spots clear. Okay, it did say save spot clear. Okay, save spot clear. It only clears this. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, why? Create save. Okay, create save. Okay, add. It did not clear. Yeah, it just adds spots. Add spots, add spots. Save game. Happiness. No, okay, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this instead. Yep, save game. Stop. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I can't use that save game. I can't use that because this save game will stop coroutine, which is wrong. Yeah, there's no reset. There's nothing over here. Okay, report buff. Everything is correct. Next up is here. All right, update buff UI. Okay. All right, Brichter, thank you for tuning in. Ah, that's a. Do I need to do a hack on that? All right, let's go. Not say go through. I just want to see how it how. All right, so if I click you, okay, nothing happened. Click you, okay, that's interesting. Now what I want to do is okay. How do I want to do this? Okay, go to another section. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do this. Okay, back to you. Menu. Oh, this thing's gonna be. Ooh, this might not be a good placement because of how this thing goes. I might need to reposition this guy. Might. Emphasis on might. Okay. Okay, it loads the level. It loads the. Does it load the? Okay, it does load everything I need to. Okay, so I click buff and I click U. Immediately, it only clears the buff, but it doesn't clear. Can it be? Can it be? Okay, there's another clear explanation is, but it doesn't make sense because it says update buff UI. That's the thing. When I click something, it updates. So it clears all the buff. Okay, clears all the buff and then it loads. And then problem is, do I load back this guy? Hmm. 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 That's interesting. That's really, really interesting. Hmm. Okay, I will do something. I'm gonna add one more. I'm gonna add this as a hard code. So if this number change, that means something is really, really changing. Okay, so don't care about this. Building AI, yeah, don't care about it. UI buff. What we want to do next is, okay, I'm gonna run out of time soon. We have 8 more minutes. I am actually timing myself. Okay, save. No, don't care. Debug. No. Save data, farming, adventure, report buff. Okay, no, report buff has nothing to do with whatever. This one, okay. Clear. So we cleared. What we want to do is, not say ever buff status. Okay, we also need some building buff, mood buff. Okay, cool. We're gonna use int. No, we're gonna use bool first. Saved buff. Alright. We're gonna double check. Basically, I'm adding a lot of checks, which is not ideal because previously it was working. Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to grab not XP buff. Yeah, there we go. We want to get damage because XP buff I removed it, although I still keep the command over here. What we want to do is this. No. True. False. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Because we would clear the UI state buff. No, not buff UI status. Because when we update, we want to get the game object, we destroy it, and then we rebuild it. So that's the reason why we need to have this guy. And that's the check. Sometimes by just adding that little check, the thing solved by itself. I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't make sense. Okay, sweet. Need to get to my game manager. Okay. Where are you? My buff index. No, it's under. It's under level buffs. No. Mood. No. Where did I save it? Hello. Wasting time. Well, hopefully it's not the time waster. All right. Hopefully you guys, those who are watching, you might be able to learn a thing or two, which is cool. All right. If you do, I would like to hear that. If not, that's totally fine as well. All right, cool. Click you, save buff. And then if I click you, the save buff is not there anymore. Click another time. Wow, no. Okay. And then we click again. Okay, so when it's saved, okay, good. So now we have more knowledge on this. So when it's saved, I want to know where does it, which save. All right, so this guy is a good thing. It tells me all I need to know. That means it's actually from here. If I'm not missing, it's from here. If I don't save, okay, just don't save it. But do I need it? No, I don't need it. Okay, if I don't save, the avatar buff should not disappear. If it disappears, that means that little save section function is broken, or something I did not did not write it properly. Okay, good. All right, save buff. We don't care about the save buff anymore. We care about this guy. All right, avatar buff. Okay, did not change anything. I'm gonna reset the game. And I think we have all the sound need. No, I need to double check one more time. I think I have all the sound needed. Yep, this one has sound. This one has sound. This one has sound. Okay. Okay. By clicking this guy, it literally clears everything. So it's not under this guy at all. It did not, yeah, it's not this guy at all. All right, sweet. Now, I think we have 2 more minutes left, but I'm just gonna, not say extend, I'm just gonna push this a little bit more. We're gonna figure out what causes, by clicking this guy, it cancels everything. Okay, so when we click this guy, okay, when we click item, if buffed, okay, we don't care about this because we are not clicking a temporary buff. Update buff. No, because we did not save. Yeah, we did not save. It's we did not save it. That means the only thing left that I know, it's this. I need to save it. I need to save it. So when we hear update, save, because I think there's one part it loads, and then when it loads, it did not take that into consideration. So I'm gonna copy this whole entire thing. Save system, not say save system. How did I save you? And then grab to you, grab this guy, and this. So the moment we click, the power up, we should have a buff. Okay. And I forgot, did I change? Well, I'm gonna, if this works, then I'm gonna change the script and just show you where I fixed it. Okay. Click this guy. Buff is on. Click, build, click, build. Okay, all of them are there. All of them are there. All right, now, next, I need to do one last thing. I need to stop the game and load. If loading the game gets back all my buff, that's it. So I think I know where the problem lies. All right, so cool. Everything is there. Sweet. So the problem is actually just one or two things only. So number one is this code over here. I basically put a save the moment I get a buff. One of the key thing is, I believe it's somewhere here. Set building data, go farm. No, not this guy. Building manager. So when I grab building manager, it will grab the resources. So basically it loads a game. And when it loads, because I did not save, I save it when you exit the island, it will, yeah. So whenever I click the buff, it just gets removed. Yeah. Okay, so where is that saved? Build button, no, not build button. Select, no. New game, single player save file, nope, not here. Recover, take, save file, no, update. Yeah, it's I believe I put it here. All right. 2 minutes is up, so I'm gonna end the stream. Yeah, I think I should end the stream. Show buildings. Have buildings. Yeah. Okay. No. Beep. Building is, yeah. No. Buff check. Show building. Else can build. Direct building. Set. Back button. No. Wow. Where's the load? That's the reason why I didn't want to do too much. Build button, yeah. So here, get storage, single file, yeah. Yeah, so I think there is a load somewhere I could not find. And I don't want to waste too much time finding it. Start, get current happiness, level update, load building, building direct. Okay, no, that's load building. Refresh resources. I think it's, yeah, there we go. I think. Refresh resources. Okay, found you. Yep. Okay, so when refresh, where's the load? Where is, you know what? I'm not gonna take too much time searching this. I went through like 2 or 3 times, and if I can't find it, which means I will not find it by the end of the stream. So with that, that's all I have for you for today. Don't forget, no, for those who are watching on Twitch and Cake, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 p.m. PT time. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you guys in the next episode. Okay, I need to search this off stream, but in general, I need to... Yeah, no, everything is done. I think everything is done. I just need to go through one more, but I wasted time debugging some stuff. Ugh. No.